use that to step on and jump across to the other side, go around to the left, and then just follow the track through the ferns and the bracken, and you can see the waterfall at the far side. See, if there was a rock just down here in the middle of this bit here, you could put your foot on that and then step across to that one there. But it's a really deep, just there. Right, so I'll stop recording for now until I get across. Right, I'm quite hot and sweating now. Whoa, man, whoa. Right, so there's a tiny little waterfall higher up a bit as well, just past that sheepfold. Right, just continue along this grass track following the tree line. So the track I used to walk along is just on the inside of these trees, and I used to go along about 250, 300 yards, then cut through underneath the trees to the left. And that's what used to take us across to get on Salters Road. But like I say, it's just totally blocked off with crisscross trees now, so you can't do that anymore. Right, so you've got to watch where you're putting your feet when you're walking along this track as well, because it's what I call ankle twisters. If you're not careful where you put your foot down and you put it down and stand on an awkward bit, then it'll twist your ankle. So just be careful. So with the rain as well, the path that takes you down to the top of DAVIDSONS LINN waterfall, it'll be all swamped and mud and slippy. So you'll have to be careful going down there as well. Hang on for grim death going down the side of the cliff to get round and down, to go down to the bottom and film it. So I usually go down sideways to make sure I've got a good grip. Right. Whoa. see bits of roots that's coming through onto the path here from those trees. So like I say, you follow the tree line right round and up over that ridge, then you come to the end of the wire fence where there's a gap, just cut through and go to the left and up onto Salters Road, stone track, and turn left and come back on yourself. There was one day I was coming along here, it was pissing down the rain, so I doubled back on myself and I quickly went into the trees. And while I was in there, I walked along to see if it had been cleared, but no, it's all just thick with fallen trees. Right, so I'm going to stop recording for now until I get right at the end where I start cutting through the fence. So I'll switch off for now. Bye for now. Okay, I've started recording again, just so I can show you where I've come from. You can see the barn at the bottom of the roadway coming down toward Usway Forward Farm. You come round the corner from that, cross over the wood bridge, climb over the turnstile, follow the sheep's trail along to where the two burns meet, cross over, come up the grass track onto this track at the top and follow this tree line right along. And then you get to this point here where there's a couple of fallen trees across the wire fence here. That's when you know you're getting close to cutting through the wire fence to go up onto Salters Road. And also, if you look down there, you can see a debris catcher going across the burn. I wish I could remember the name of that burn. I keep looking at the maps and I should write it down. But it meets up with Usway Burn down there where I crossed over at the Y junction. Right, so I've just got to go to the end of here where there's a gap in the wire fence and cut through to the left onto Salters Road, which is coming from up there around the corner. Right, so past these two fallen trees, just continue along this horrible grass track. It's uneven, hard to walk on because it's all lumpy bumpy. But it's doable. Right, so when you look at that debris catcher down there, you can see the burn coming underneath it and snaking around in a S-bend down there. But that wire fence comes up to meet where you cut through the gap in the fence, the wire fence, so you know you're getting close to where you can cut through onto Salters Road when you see that debris catcher down there. I'm just trying not to fall over here. Loads of trip hazards. Right, so you've got to go around this bit of small tree that's in the long grass here. And we're just about there, we can cut through. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nearly went. Took my eyes off the track to look at the gap in the fence here. To the left. So when you see that debris catcher, the gap in the fence where the 3 new posts have been put up is just up to the left of it. So that's where you head for to get up onto Salters Road, which is just up there to my left. And then I can double back on myself. So these fallen trees that you can see, some daft bugger come along here and set light them, so they're all black charcoal. So when I refer to the burnt trees, that's what they are. Right. So you just got to step over them, find your way through them as best you can to get up onto the road. Right, so here's the gap in the wire fence, look. And like I say, That fence takes you all the way down to that debris catcher at the bottom of the dip. Right. You can see where people stood on the wire fence, just trotted down. And then just got to pick your way through on a pathway to get up onto the road up there. What you doing, trip over bits of trees or tufts of grass. Oh. Right, so the two paths that's taking you through, it's best to come up along one on the right, because this one's been trod in more, if you can see what I mean. Right, it's easier to see it and get up onto the road. Step over these bits of trees that's left. Right, and here we are on Salters Road, where you turn left now. And then there's a tree across the path where you've got to drop down to the gutter and go underneath it and come back up onto the road when you get past it. I think there's two that you've got to do that to get past. Right, so this is Salters Road I'm on now. Right, so as you can see, there's like a gutter down to the right, so when you get the tree, drop down, go underneath it and come back up on the other side, back onto the stone track, then just continue along. I think you've got to do that twice. I think it's once, because I think the second one, there's gaps where you can just get a hold of the bits of trees and step through it. But definitely this one, you've got to go down and round the back of it. But that's just to give you an indication of what it looks like when you're trying to walk through the pathways to go down on Davidson's Linn from the top end. It's like that, you can't get through. It's a nightmare. Right. And back up to the track. This is another recent one that's fallen. This wasn't here but last time I was here. Just have to go on the other side and step over it, hopefully. Right. Left. That's it. Getting too old for this shit. Right, there's another one just higher up again. So I did see it and get to Davidson's Linn this way, but I didn't say if it was easy or not or awkward, but it's doable, as you can see. Right, to avoid getting scratched and scratching the lens on my camera, I'll just go down into the gutter again, the ditch, go underneath it or around it, and then back up the other side. Like this, look. You can see what these other people have been doing, because there's paths cut in here where they've been going around it and back up onto Salters Road here. And there's another one of them just before you hit the bend to go down to Davidson's Linn waterfall. This is another one, look. There's your marker post. Right, so it looks like I'm going to have to go down in the ditch again to get past this one. If you look over there, how many trees have snapped and been blown over. And that's why you can't come directly up from Usway Forward Farm, because it's all blocked off with snapped off trees like that. Right. Back up onto the track, and hopefully no more for a while. Alright, so far so good. Right, so I'll have to do exactly the same coming back the way. As soon as I start seeing obstacles across the path, I'll have to keep going down at the gutter and go back along. Right, so you go all the way down to the bottom of here, and then this road bends right to the right and just starts dropping down, so you can go down the bridge and cross over Usway Burn and start going down towards where the waterfall is. So we're nearly there. Good job I've got long sleeves on now, because these bloody pines needles scratch the shit with you.